And we are live. And what the heck, Jamie? You're supposed to take that off there. Why didn't you take it off there? Well, we got our first comment, and I got to say it is a wrestling comment from the NWO days. Kevin is just too sweet. Well, I had my second shot Saturday, and I'm still a little bit under the weather, I guess. And once again, we match with our backgrounds unplanned. And hey, yo, it's survey time. That's right. And look at this, Kevin. You always knock it out of the park with this wrestling stuff, and I really appreciate it, brother, for sure. Certainly with the Scott Hall stuff. Definitely. And look at this. Axel, what's going on, brother? And Aviva.
Hello,
and
Axel,
Ali
Aviva,
Montgomery.
Ali.
Yes, Ali is there. And Ali's getting back to drawing and working on his own stuff. You got to check out his YouTube channel and go to Instagram and see Ali draw. And happy Monday. It's Chris Hebert right there.
Hello.
We got to talk to Chris Hebert about going to his little convention in September. We're going to be working on that. Well, we got a lot of stuff. And Jack Purcell, my brother from another mother, and co-host on his show, the one and only Faces and Heels podcast. And we're going to be about this weekend at a wrestling show. Tune in tomorrow night for that. Joshua Alexander, hello. To all. And Jack actually said, yo, Lewis, and hello, Jamie. Look at that. Wow. Happy Monday. Yes, we got a lot to talk about. And Andrew. Oh, my God.
Hey.
The world's living Power Ranger. Look at that. Miss you, little brother. Haven't seen you in so long. It's been ages. It seems like it's been ages. I know. Jamie, a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Today,
I don't even know what we're talking
released this. Yes, you do. We talked about it. Don't worry about it. And we just play things by ear. So what?
Yeah.
Today, Marvel released like a teaser sizzles type thing with the internals and Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings and all kinds of other stuff. But on the heels of that, people are putting out like reactions to this. I hate those. And the reason being is because I think a lot of them are all staged. And I want to ask a lot of our audience the same thing. How do you guys feel, especially the older audience members? Do you guys think those are staged? Hi, Sammy. How are you doing? Samantha Beer. We know her from Empire State Comic Con. How are you? How do you guys feel about those reaction videos? Personally, I think a lot of them are all staged. They all look like a pile of monkey crap, if you ask me, because you can tell. Come on now, it's seriously.
It's just I'm just wondering how often you see monkey crap.
You met Cody. You met my adopted kid Neil. So yeah, there you go. They're actually Neil's not here because he's downstairs watching the original Mortal Kombat. And Sammy says, hold on, that she is doing well. She misses you guys, and also reactions are totally staged. You see, that's my thing. That's how I feel, because I know, as I am a geek. You know this. I know if I have a reaction to something, it's real, okay? And
yeah,
because I have a teenage girl here in my house, my daughter Katie, who gets totally embarrassed about how I react to something. So you know it's legit. Now, Jamie, you know Katie, you know how she is.
Yeah,
it's legit. I could be in Target or Walmart, walking down, finding an action figure, and I am just like freaking out. That's real reaction.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I mean, Jess gets embarrassed by me for the same stuff.
Exactly.
He hates going to the movies with me because I'm that person.
Exactly. So those what you see online of the people, that's, to me, that's all BS. Okay, now Sammy already weighed in. We're going to show that comment once again. She weighs in. She says yes. Now, what do other people think? I want to know if I'm the only one that thinks it's all BS, besides Sammy, of course. And Matches says that Alfred's always embarrassed by him. Both, yeah. Why is that, Batman? Why is Alfred always embarrassed by you? Is it because you? I don't know. Why? You need to answer that
he can't
for
do
us.
a cartwheel into the Batmobile.
Drop the challenge, Jamie. We're gonna get to that tonight. We're gonna get to that definitely. Chris Heber says it's mostly people trying to get paid with endorsement, not even real fans. Exactly. It's the fair weather fans.
Comment too. Kevin had a comment.
Yeah. And yes, Kevin says, I believe they are paid for the production company. I think so. I
Some
really
of them probably
do.
are, yeah.
Yeah, it's just fake. And Matches Malone says that he likes toys. Yeah, so do I. I have a room full of toys. It's no big secret. The toys.
And Kevin says they're not toys, by the way. He says they're action figures.
They are action figures, and they're also my friends. That's how I see it. They're my friends. And I really wanted to wear, if I didn't have to wear the headset tonight, I had some trouble setting things up tonight. I was going to wear my newest acquisition tonight. Ooh, I used a very big word. I hope you're proud of me.
Yeah, I was going to big word for you.
I know, wasn't it? And I even
it was in the right context.
I know, and I even enunciated it perfectly. I hope you're.
Yeah, you did. Were you practicing that all day?
Pretty much, yes. See, and I was going to wear it. It is my profile picture, and I got it for a steal. And I think I pissed the person off. We'll get back to our topic one of our topics in a minute. But I think I pissed the person off because it was on clearance at the stop game, or vice versa. And hi, Nero. Was that Nero or Deck?
He's bored, yawning.
I went to this. I went to the video game store, and I walked in. The door. They just opened the door. Just unlocked the door. Rose and I were in the air. I went there to put a pre-order down, and I always check out the clearance because you never know. I'm a bargain shopper. We all know that. And there is Calvin.
Hi, Calvin.
Hi, Calvin. Hey, brother. How you doing? Happy pre-4th. We're going to get to that. And J-Bo McNeil. Hey, brother. So anyway, I always troll the clearance stuff, and I walk over there. There it was. I picked it up, and $40. I was like, must have. I need it, Jamie. I needed it. I did. I told Rose, I needed this. I need this. And a guy that works there, I saw him walk in like seconds after me, and he saw me having it in my hands, and I just and I saw the look of like dismay and hate in his eyes.
Oh, because he wanted it.
Yeah, so and the kid that I paid for, I work in the register, told me they just put it on clearance before they closed last night. So I was like, I screwed that guy big time. And Calvin, we're going to talk about the Randy Savage documentary with Jack Purcell tomorrow night and Faces and Heels. Because believe it or not, I did not watch it yet, but we all know I know all about the Macho Man. I did not watch it yet. I'm going to watch it with Rose. Cody had a buddy come over. They were watching something. I didn't want to take over the TV. We will be discussing the Randy Savage documentary tomorrow night. Chris says that he got some cyberpunk stuff on clearance this week. But yeah, I mean, this is just, this is awesome. I wanted to wear it tonight, but I didn't have time to set up the other mic and everything. I wanted to wear it. And what did J-Lo say? Really, like I did.
The big thing here is that it actually fits his giant head.
Yes, I know. That's what Rose said. Rose, I said, I was reading it said, fits most size heads. And Rose said, it'll never fit your cranium.
Nothing fits your head.
I know. It does. Aviva says, do you only have one TV, Lewis? No. I have many TVs. I have many TVs, but I was busy. I cooked dinner. I do. I come home at night and I cook dinner very quick. Then I have to set up this, for Jamie and I. And then Tuesday nights I do produce a show for Jack Russell. So I have to set up that and everything. I'm a busy guy. Plus I have all these wonderful toys to play with.
Look,
And
Cody's
I really
chiming
wanted to.
in.
Cody, yes. Oh, and Cody says, tell them what we are watching. Believe it or not.
Know.
What were they watching?
They were watching Mortal Kombat.
The original Mortal Kombat.
The original.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And Cody, why don't you tell Auntie Jamie what you were telling me while you were watching the original Mortal Kombat? See if he does that, because they were actually Neil and Cody. Well, actually, it wasn't Neil. It was Cody was yelling at me, telling me to shut up and to go cook dinner because I was quoting the movie word for word the entire time.
Yeah, I could do that too.
I know it. The movies is amazing. So let's before we get back to the reaction videos, let me put this down. I think watching the movie, besides some of the effects were going way back when, the movie still holds up. It's a lot better than the one that we discussed last week, the newest ones. I don't know what the boys think about it. Maybe they'll chime in and say. I think it's leaps and bounds better than the other one. You know what? I do. I really, really do. Jabo says that his U.S. agent is so nice, brother. I probably already have that issue. I don't know. Maybe not. And Calvin says, let's see what Calvin has to do. You know where you guys need to go this Labor Day, bro. LOL. Well, there's a little issue with Dragon Con. The Angrygeeks might not be able to go because of certain legalities. Did I say that word right? Did I use it in the right context? Okay.
Yes.
There you go. And Joshua says, how was MK the second time watching? Better than the first. Jamie, you watched it the second time. I did not. What did you think?
I did enjoy it more the second time. I think part of it was because I didn't go in with expectations because I already knew what I was coming into, and I just was able to watch it for what it was. And I did enjoy it a lot more the second time.
You did? Okay.
I did.
All right.
Maybe it could be a 3 now out of a 2.5.
Okay, fair enough.
It was better. The original one is still so much better. But
it was. The music held up. Here it goes. Cody just comes back. The old MK is good, a little cheesy, but good. Annihilation, though, are you guys? Maybe they're sitting down watching. Annihilation is Mortal Kombat 2, which was just god awful. And no, don't sit there and watch that. Do not watch that. Anyway, let's get back to our first topic at hand, which is the reaction videos online. I think they're all staged. I can't stand them. Why they have so many views and so many people? They're hilarious. I don't know. The other thing that I do not like, and maybe Jamie, that you agree with me and some of our listeners will, are those practical jokes. Do you see the ones where the girl or guy supposedly sleeping and they go up with like a vacuum, or
I don't like those either. There's so many things.
What do you have? Why do we feed? Why, as a community, or why do people, as viewers online, especially adults or anyone over the age of 10, why do we feed into that when they're just god awful? Why? I mean,
I don't know. Maybe some people think they're funny. I don't know. I mean, that's not my sense of humor, so I don't get it.
I mean, obviously, it has to be staged. I mean, why?
Some of them, though. I mean, I don't know. I
just don't understand it. I mean, the fail videos and stuff you see of the people running down and tripping and falling, that's okay. That's pretty funny. Okay, it's always fun to watch an idiot make a fool out of himself, because our audience do it every Monday night to come watch me and you yell at me. So I get that. I get that people wanting to watch a an idiot, make fun of him, make a fool out of himself. I get that, but as far as the practice goes, today we're going to do this, like here, the whole drink, switching the drinks to a hot sauce. That's, they have to know. It's just, it's dumb.
I don't know.
Kevin
I mean, they
says,
must have some kind of audience, but
yeah, Kevin says it's a new fad and that it will pass. Jabo says it's called clickbait. It's because the picture to use to get them to watch. I don't think so. A lot of times it's just a video, and the video just starts playing, and that's how it comes across my news feed. And I don't even know how it comes across my news feed. Brian Rose, what were you going to say, Jamie?
No, I mean, you're right. It does. It just typically when I get stuck seeing them is like I'll watch a video and then it just auto plays the next video after.
Yeah.
I don't know how it ends up that way, but it's usually that kind of stupid stuff.
All right, Brian Rose says, I've seen crazier stuff than that today. A guy dumped a bucket of paint on his roommate from a balcony. Yeah, but was that staged? I mean, it's just whatever. And Neil is here. Neil says, so cheesy but good, LOL. He's late to the party. He's probably talking about Mortal Kombat. And Joe is here. Hi, Joe. How you doing, brother? How are you doing? And Josh. Oh, thanks, Josh.
He's stepping it up.
Lewis using big words is an accomplishment. Thank you, Josh. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Jabo, it's Facebook algorithms. Yeah, right. We understand. We do understand that.
Stupidest stuff.
Yeah, I know. And Kevin, it's all the views. Yes, I get that. I totally do. And Neil says super late, but I'm here. He's probably downstairs in the living room.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sounds about right.
All right, Jamie, if you had a choice, we're going to put you in a movie. We're going to put our audience in a movie right now since we're talking about movies yet again. If you had a choice to live in a movie, we talked about this before, and especially during Halloween time, but not with our normal audience. So let's give this to our normal audience. If you had to live, because at the end of the month, we have a great movie coming out that I cannot wait for, which is Army of the Dead. Okay. I cannot wait to see this film. It's going to be on Netflix. Another zombie movie by Zack Snyder. What would you rather face? Would you rather face zombies like Army of the Dead, like The Walking Dead or Dawn of the Dead? Or would you rather face dinosaurs and try to outlive them?
We already talked about this.
I know we have, but I want to ask our audience. I mean, we ask people at the haunted places that we go to, but we never asked our core audience. We always ask random people that we did, but let's talk to these people. So why don't you refresh our audience memory? What would you rather do? Would you rather try and outlive? You want to, okay. So you want to go to Jurassic Park and try to outlive them. That's fine. I
them and make them my babies.
But do you actually think you could do that?
Yes.
Okay. Brian Rose says that he wants to dinosaurs. Some will in fact taste like chicken if you eat them. What the hell?
Because alligator tastes like chicken and crocodile.
No. See, myself,
because the place up the street from my house has crocodile or alligator bites. I forget what they are, but tastes like chicken and it's delicious.
Okay, see, myself, I would have to go with the zombies because dinosaurs remind me of the crocodiles, and I would I don't think I could deal with it. I would be freaking out for sure. Joe McDonald says that Wonder Woman versus zombies lose for sure. I would
and
definitely.
That's the thing. The zombies would be too easy for me. I need dinosaurs. I
saw that TikTok video. So definitely.
I could have like a pterodactyl and fly on my pterodactyl. It'd be amazing.
But what makes you so sure? All right, now I love you to death. You know that. And I don't mean any disrespect. But what makes you so sure that you can tame them?
I can tame anything.
Okay, if you say so. And Joshua says, why not have both
I mean, that'd
dinosaur
be cool.
zombies? What? What?
Kevin eats like a 5-year-old, and if it's not chicken nuggets or Pringles, it's not going in his mouth.
Well, Kevin says no, no. I'm hungry. He's speaking my
You're
language.
ruining his appetite. That's the only thing I can think
I
of.
know, I know what Kevin means. No, I'm hungry. I know what Kevin means right now. And back to Brian Rose. T-Rex and Raptors are chickens' ancient ancestors. Yes, I get that. But what makes you think they taste like chicken? Maybe they taste like
Because
cow.
they do, Lou.
How do you know they taste like chicken? We don't know.
Because those
We don't
crocodile
know.
alligator bites taste like chicken. That's how I know.
Okay. All right. And Joe McDonald says Jamie versus Logan or Jake Paul. I paid for that. Me too. I would love to see Jamie beat the crap out of one of those two idiots and say, this is real life, nothing staged, you idiot. I think that would be cool. That would be a definite fight. A definite fight. And once again, Joshua says, so dinosaurs, Jurassic Park or early 90s show dinosaurs. Yes, that not the mama.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park for sure. And Chris Heber says dinosaurs taste better than zombies. Okay.
Yes.
So
and you can actually survive eating dinosaurs, whereas zombies will probably give you food poisoning.
I don't want to know.
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
Give you worms. I don't know.
Give you worms. All right. So
there's pasta. Oh nope, that's just a tapeworm. Sorry.
TikTok.
Kevin, are you still hungry?
Yeah, Kevin's probably eating right now. Who challenged you, and where did that come from?
Friend Caitlin. I don't know. I've had TikTok for a while, but I never post. I never intended to, and I just watch stuff. And I didn't even know there was a Jeep challenge, and of course she challenged me to do the Jeep challenge, so I did the Jeep challenge.
Well, the main thing, I'm watching it, okay, and because I care. Like Kevin says yes, and Brian Rose is still hung up on the zombie thing. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm watching that, and right now, because of who I am, okay, I'm thinking, great. She was just complaining to me the other day that her back hurt,
My back.
and there she is trying to be, and there she is doing the Dukes of Hazzard backwards into her Jeep. So So explain. And Aviva says very talented to be able to do that Jeep challenge. So explain, how did it all happen? I saw it.
It was just a thing going around TikTok, and I didn't see it until she shared it with me. And that's pretty much how all the girls are doing it. And so, of course, I called Jess down and I said, Jess, you got to record me doing this. So, of course, he's making fun of me because, mom's making a TikTok video. And he had no idea what I was going to do. And clearly, I had no idea the dog was going to scare the absolute crap out of me. And I think that it was so successful because Nero ran over. And I was like, oh, my God, he's going to jump on me and I'm going to fall. I need to get
I would have laughed, but I was more I was more worried about. I was like, I'm sitting there watching it, right? And I'm like, she's gonna hurt herself. She's gonna hurt her back. And Rose is like, what's going on? I'm like, Jamie, she's being foolish. And she goes, what do you mean she's being foolish? I'm like, why? And Rose is like, holy crap, that's cool. I'm like, she was just complaining last week she hurt her back.
I did. Nero apparently gets really excited if I am upside down. I've never been up, like, I've done cartwheels and stuff, but not around the dog, I guess. So, All
right. Joshua says, I'll give the Jeep trick like a 9.0. If the dog jumped in after that, then it would have been a 10. Wow. Yeah. Joe Goulart. I was going to listen and watch, but there's too much DC going on here. Thanks, Joe. We really appreciate the support. I appreciate that. Kevin says, truthfully, how many takes did it take? That was my next question. I wanted to know.
Actually, and I'm not even gonna lie, that was the first take because once Jeff
Really?
realized, yes, and I really was terrified because I had once I got up and you can see like when I was kind of in the handstand, I like slowed down and I was kind of just doing a handstand. I had no clue how far away from the Jeep I was. So at that point, it became a complete trust fall. And I was like, well, I'm going backwards, and I had no idea where my feet were going to land or anything. And then it was scary, especially once Nero came over because I had no clue where that I didn't want to like be too close to it, and then end up like slamming into it and not being able to get my feet in. So I got lucky. I got really, really lucky, especially with the way that Nero got crazy. I don't think that I would have been able to do it more. And plus Jess was like, yeah, I'm only doing this once. My friends are all on COD right now and I got stuff to do, so yeah, I only had one shot.
Well, I was gonna download it and play it here tonight, but I didn't have time to go and snag it.
Yeah,
Joe
you were late.
Goulart. Yeah, I was super late. Joe Goulart says go outside, buy an interesting hanging unit. But then he comes back and says inverted.
Yeah,
okay.
We were talking about that. I could just hang from the chin up bar, that could work too, but
so now since you won, did you win the challenge? Obviously.
Well, no, it's just like kind of to see like if you can do it. There's no like really winning or losing, I don't think, but
So one take, you did it. You put down on your TikTok one take. How many views did you have?
I don't know. See, and that's the thing. I don't really know anything about TikTok, so let's see. That's 820 views. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
neither do I.
Considering when I posted it, I had like 0 followers and stuff. Like, I guess that's, I don't know. I guess it's good.
I guess so. I think
Instagram. I mean, Instagram's where I have like the biggest following, and that's definitely where it got the most attention. And I think on there it has almost 1,700. So,
that's cool.
Yeah,
no, I saw it, but like I said, I was just worried about your back.
My back's actually fine. I've been. That was the test, the true test to see if I can start, working out back to normal again. I think I passed. So, yeah.
I don't know. So, what are you watching? Well, hold on, Did we got another comment really quick before we get into what are you watching? Too high, a wrist falling from the chin up bar, and speaking from experience.
Yeah, it's actually too close to the ceiling, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
More, and Joshua Alexander says more back strength.
Yeah, and
training.
it actually wasn't my back. It was a nerve pinching in my lower back. So it wasn't my back itself. And it actually had more to do with my leg than it did my back, but I was feeling it in my lower back.
But when we were together, you couldn't even bend over.
No,
that didn't sound good. No, she was putting stuff in the Jeep. She was putting stuff in the Jeep and saying she couldn't bend over. That did not sound right.
Do anything at work. I was worthless for like almost 2 weeks. I couldn't like lean forward and lift anything. So, and I mean anything over 15 pounds. And like I'm selling brake rotors and starters and alternators and like heavy stuff all day. And I kept having, I only get 2 people all day, and I was literally having these poor kids grab everything heavy for me because I just couldn't do it. It was that bad. But I'm good. I'm all good now.
With Invincible all done, what are you watching? I got nothing now. I
didn't even watch Invincible. There is this show.
You did not watch
Netflix.
Invincible?
Wait.
Another Netflix
proper name of it. It is called Shadow and Bone, and I absolutely love it.
Okay, well, what's the premise about it? I seen it. It popped up on my feed, but I didn't watch
it. There's basically like these different classes of people. Some of them have like elemental powers. And then there's like the regular humans, and then there's it's I don't want to give a lot away, but there's what they call the fold, which is like this black fog in between these two land areas, countries, I guess you could call them. Yep. And this kind of like sorcerer type of a person created this fold, and there's like monsters in it, and it's just about these people trying to get from like one side to the other and escape, like I'm so bad at putting this stuff together. They're not really escaping, but it's not like they want to get to like a better life. We'll put it that way. And it's just the way it's unfolding and the things that are happening. And they're, I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things. My kid gets this from me. It's really not good. Right. But Sammy, it is really good. Like if you like kind of like fantasy stuff with magical kind of stuff, it's cool. Like there's people that can control fire, wind. There's a guy that has like shadows, like darkness. There's a girl that has like light. There's, all these different kind of like elemental forces, and they're fighting in a war, and it's really cool.
Okay. All right. Sammy says that her and her fiance have watched Invincible this weekend, and it was amazing. Invincible just finally wrapped up, and I got to tell you, I'm going to start reading the book. It is on Comixology Unlimited. I'm going to start reading it just to see what they didn't show in the series. Jamie, you got to watch it. I'm telling you.
I will. I wasn't expecting
It is phenomenal. I mean, I've talked about it a few times over the past month here on the show. It's fabulous. You will like it. It's right up your alley. It's bloody. It's unbelievable. It's breathtaking.
You're unbelievable.
It even kept Rose's attention time here or there. You'll definitely like it. It's like nothing you've seen before. Joe McDonald says that he's been watching The Nevers, and Tenet finally dropped on HBO, so he's finally going to dive into that. Now, I've been hearing the on and off things about The Nevers. Some people say yay, some people say nay, Joe. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I kind of stayed away from it. I haven't, I'm undecided if I want to watch The Nevers or not. Jamie, have you heard of it? HBO now? HBO Max. It's on
HBO Max now.
Yeah.
What is it about?
It is a comic creator. I can't remember exactly who created it. Joe's probably gonna post it for us. Is it Neil Gaiman? I can't remember. God, forgive me. For right now, it's escaping me who created it. But it's out there. Yay or nay. It depends on who you see. Joshua is saying that he needs a good show to watch. He just finished Picard. Jamie, what was that show you talked about last week with the drug addict Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, the Irregulars.
The Irregulars. There you go. Joe McDonald comes back and says it's okay. Has a Harry Potter meets Doctor Who feel, and it's Josh Whedon. There you go. Josh Whedon does The Nevers. The response is very iffy. It's either you'll like it. Yeah, it's either you like. Even diehard fans are like, either you like it or you don't. So I kind of. Like, if I get bored, maybe I'll tune in and watch it.
I mean, you can always turn it off if you don't like it.
But if I get committed, I'm gonna get committed. I'm gonna sit there. Like I said, I got my second shot. I'm not one of these people that I got my vaccine. Hey, everybody out there doing that. I did get my second shot. It kind of knocked me on my butt Saturday, so I didn't do anything. I just laid around. And Rose and I started watching Queen of the South, and I was kind of comatose, and I did watch a movie. Then we got involved in Queen of the South, and it kind of blew my mind because the central character or the actress who plays the central character in Queen of the South was actually one of the main characters in the movie I watched, and I was like, "Hey, what a
Are you
coincidence!"
sure, or was it just like a reaction of the
No,
shot? And you're
I actually,
hallucinating. Yeah.
I'm positive because I went back and double checked. The movie I actually finally watched this week. Joe McDonald says that he loves Queen of the South. Yeah, I'm digging it. We binge watched the whole first season. I'm really digging it. It's awesome. We'll get to that in a minute. But I actually watched the New Mutants this weekend. Um, the one-liners were very cheesy. I was actually saying them. It's like I wrote the script or seen it before. I was saying the one-liners as they were saying it, and Rose was kind of like looking at me. I'm like, I've never seen it before. I was just saying it before they came out. Maybe it's because I know the characters from the comics. I don't know. The movie was fun. It exactly wasn't the New Mutants that I know from the comics, but it was an enjoyable movie. It was much better than X-Men Apocalypse, but it was okay. It's on the HBO Max channel, app, whatever you want to call it now. If you're streaming, it was okay if you're laying on the couch not doing anything. I watched it there, and then we start watching Queen of the South. If you like action and crime drama, Queen of the South will be a show for you. It's a USA network type show. It's on Netflix. It's about a drug cartel, and I really loved it. I think it's really cool. Jamie, you might like it. Nothing supernatural. It's very crime driven, gritty, but it's really, really cool. Chris Hebert comes in and says that the New Mutants was great casting. Story needed more development. Yeah, I could see that. Definitely for sure. Cannonball was great casting. He knocked it out of the park. Magic. I loved how they did mention the X-Men. I wish they mentioned, how her relationship, Magic's relationship with Colossus, though. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It was just it was more or less like a horror movie, opposed to an X-Men movie. But mentioning the X-Men was pretty cool. I kind of enjoyed it. I did enjoy it very, very much. But Queen of the South, Queen of the South, Queen of the South, Queen of the South was pretty good. Yes, I know, but it's good. It's all about the Mexican drug cartel, and the main actress Alice Berga was actually in New Mutants, and it was just by chance. I was like, hey. And yes, Joe, that's what we talked in the beginning of the show. We did see the Disney Marvel drop today, and that's what brought us to our main topic, which were reaction videos. Were they staged or were they not staged? Because no sooner than did Disney drop that sizzle reel, then there was all these reaction videos,
Right.
and as I'm watching, they were just popping up on my feed, and I'm like, this is all BS. These people are just acting. They're not really genuine reactions. I know what a genuine reaction is. Okay, we go to comic book conventions. We see genuine reactions in the crowd. We go to the theater and we see a trailer on the screen. We see genuine reactions. When I'm gonna use Avengers Endgame. Okay, at the end, the battle's happening. This is a perfect example of a genuine reaction. Final battle. Cap shield's broken. He's sitting there. Thanos is ready to kick some ass. And all of a sudden, Cap goes like this. And he hears something. And all you hear is on your left. The portal opens. And here comes T'Challa. That was genuine reaction in the theater. Okay. Batman versus Superman. The second that screen lit up and you saw those two arms crossed and you heard those drums and those arms come down, no matter what your opinion was on that movie, everybody cheered at that one part across the world. That was genuine reaction when Wonder Woman showed up on that screen. Okay? That's it. That's genuine reaction. What those videos that you're seeing online, those aren't genuine. Sorry. That's all a bunch of that's monkey crap. That's what that is. Monkey crap. Stop laughing at me. Those are all monkey crap. That's not genuine reaction. You want genuine reaction? Set up a video camera. Don't tell them that you're recording it, okay? Because any idiot can do that. And what does Joe said? Joe says episode 8 starts, episode 8 ends, no reaction. There you go. Yes. Exactly. No reaction. Yes. And let's talk about that. Jamie, what are you going to do for May the 4th tomorrow? Are you going to do anything? Are you going to do anything?
I haven't decided yet, but I don't have to work Wednesday, so I could do something.
What? Tomorrow's Tuesday.
I know, but that means I can stay up late afterwards.
Oh, I see. Okay. All
see where I was going with that?
Yeah, I do.
Know.
I do.
I don't know. I've been so sleepy lately. Honestly, I might just take a nap.
And Joe McDonald says, so yeah, Cap says Avengers Assemble and the theater went ballistic. Yes, that is for sure a genuine reaction. And Brian Rose says that he's just going to root for Ray's Mando cosplay.
Yes.
And Aviva says, watch the Bad Batch. Aviva, you and Mark are going to binge watch the whole thing? No, they're not going to release the whole thing. It's going to be what, 2 episodes tomorrow, or is it going to be 1? I'm not quite sure, but
I mean, maybe I could, because Jess would watch that with me, but he does have school Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to watch the Bad Batch tomorrow. I got to watch the Nero, what you doing, buddy?
I just threw his ball. He keeps bringing his ball to me.
Okay, I gotta watch the Macho. I gotta watch the Macho Man documentary. Of course, we all know that. Joe McDonald says celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, you know where I'll be on Wednesday. My favorite Mexican restaurant all day. I'm just
and Aviva says 70 all day, 70 minutes tomorrow for the Bad Batch. Yeah, I mean they're pushing the action figures for that already as well. It's like that's going to be insane. But what if, like the Phantom Menace, Aviva? Now I'm not going to curse you. I'm not going to say anything. But then again, this is what if it's bad? What if it is bad? Like
why would you even?
I don't know.
Why?
Because I was listen, please. I'm just saying because I was very fearful about The Mandalorian, but then I was blown away. When the Clone Wars first came out, you have to remember, when the Clone Wars first came out, I am not talking about the original animated, not the CGI, the animated cartoon. It was beautiful. They were 5-minute shorts on Cartoon Network. Beautiful. When the Clone Wars actually then came out, it was a 2-hour movie that they released into the theaters, and it was a complete letdown for me. But then when the Clone Wars came out on the Cartoon Network, it was cool. I liked it. I am just kind of, I want it to be good, but I am just leery. I'm just a little bit leery. Sammy says, tomorrow I am in a meeting with my wedding venue to discuss plans. I purposely set it up for tomorrow for May the 4th. Oh, Sammy, that's pretty cool. Viva says, Mark looks like Wrecker. Kind of. Now that you say that, yes, he does.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, and Aviva also says, did you watch season 7 of Clone Wars Rebels? I love Dave Fillion and trust him. Okay, no, I get it. I totally get it. It's just like Mark like Mark.
It's just Lou being Lou, and he has to
Yeah.
just doubt. He's being a doubter.
No, I like Joe says. Okay, episode 8 starts. People cheer. Right here, proof is in. Episode 8 ends. No reaction. There you go. I'm just leery. That's all. Just leery. I mean, but they did good. They did very good with the Mandalorian, and that is what Star Wars should be. The Mandalorian. So hopefully, the Bad Batch is what we should have. Okay, and I'll be very happy. Plain and
Do
simple.
you wear those wristbands to work?
No, I don't. Why? Why?
I don't know. It just popped in my head. I was just because you always wear them.
Yeah, of course I always wear them. It's me.
That's why I wanted to know if you wore them to work.
The one thing that I wear that I always have on somewhere, and that is the S. I will always have the S on somewhere, not just tattooed on me, but the S will always be an article of clothing that I have on, whether it be on my belt, my wallet, somewhere on me. As you knew me for what, 5 years now? I've always have an S on. Have you ever known me once to not have it? Even if I'm wearing a Macho Man shirt or a Batman shirt, I always have the S somewhere. It's even on my wedding ring. Yeah, I always the S is the one thing that I always have. Always for sure. But it and wristbands. Joe McDonald's coming back with another comment. Jamie, why don't you read that?
He said, I had a good friend who was a huge Star Wars fan. Said he was going to go home and watch episode 1 after seeing episode 8.
Ooh, yeah. Episode 8 was, I mean, the last 3 I've only went to the theater to see once. I did not, and that's all I've seen them. I've never watched them again. And the sad thing, Nero,
he's ridiculous tonight. So I can't.
The sad thing is, even with the press passes to get into the theater, I had no desire to see those again because I just
it was enough.
Yeah, I did not want to go back and revisit like you did with Mortal Kombat. I was like, no, once is enough.
I didn't even do that with Wonder Woman. I never watched it a second time.
You didn't watch 84 again?
Nope.
Really? Nope. I must have I watched 84 like 3 times.
No, I watched it the one time, and I still don't want to watch it again.
Wow. Well, I enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed it.
It didn't like. I liked the beginning way more than. I don't know.
And Jessica Toki says, "Hey, hot people! Hi, Jessica. How are you? Hot people. All I see is like, I don't know who she's talking. Maybe
my
you.
Messy
I don't know other.
No, it's not me.
I don't know any other hot people. Jess. Thank you, Jess.
The other
our audience maybe, or maybe Jess is looking in the mirror, but like maybe she has a mirror covering. That's what she's doing is she's got a mirror covering my part of the screen, and she's seeing you and her. That's what she's doing, and
not me.
That's what she is saying. Oh, please stop, Jess. Stop it. And let's get there. Chris Hebert says that Star Wars Episode 6 was decent. 7 and 8, not so much. Too many changes to the original story. Like stormtroopers were no longer clones. Come on, man. I know. It was just, I know. I couldn't deal with it. One and done for me. One and done. One and done. What I want to watch, what I'm waiting for is Black Widow, of course, but it keeps getting postponed. By the time it comes out, the movie's going to be 5 years old, and we haven't even seen it yet.
Maybe that's the plan.
but maybe. Maybe. Did you know, speaking of Wonder Woman, last week, 2 weeks ago, last week, a Falcon and Winter Soldier, all done.
Yeah.
They used the line, "We could be better. We could do better."
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84, "We could do better." Same movie. Same line. That line has been used in so many movies, but it's like it's not really catching on.
No.
But it could. It could be one of the most inspiring quotes if they just use it right. And I really thought that when Sam Wilson or Captain America said it, it would be inspiring. His speech was inspiring, but
Yeah.
you could do better. You could do better. It didn't catch on. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, you're right. I feel the same. So it's, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. I just wanted to bring it up really quick.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. So I don't really have anything.
That's
to
a
add
shock! Holy cow! Chris
know.
Heber says he can't wait for Morbius, and Joshua Alexander is talking about Star Trek. New Star Trek coming out. Big fans know. Yeah, I am a huge fan. I thought the Chris Pine series was phenomenal. I loved Chris as Captain Kirk. I love the casting choices in it. I wish they would continue with that. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, Into the Darkness was great. It was just a fun franchise. Everything was great about that. I want more. I want more of Chris Pine as Captain Kirk. Okay. I do definitely. Joe McDonald comes back and he says Wonder Woman 84, they could have done better. And Brian Rose, Jamie, why don't you read Brian Rose's?
Brian says he could barely watch Last Jedi and barely watched any of Rise of Skywalker. I faded in and out and just stuck around for the final battle.
But the final battle also sucked in that. It's awful. I mean, it was. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I feel with the last 3 Star Wars, if you say the bad thing, you're going to get assassinated because people still, the diehards still like them. I remember I was at work and there was a little guy and he was talking about when The Force Awakens came out. And that was let's see, what was it? Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, and The Last Jedi, right? Those are the 3. I can't remember. That's how bad they were. That's how much I just want to turn them away. And I remember I saw it. I went to a press showing, and I'm sitting down eating my lunch, and he had to wait a couple days, and then he said. Somebody in the office asked, "Oh, what did you think of the movie?" And he turned around. Like I said, he was a little guy. He says, "It was wonderful." I was like, I swear I lost. I was like, "What movie did you watch?" I swear I was like, "Oh my God."
I mean,
maybe that's why.
Maybe he did like it though. Maybe he didn't go in with any expectations or anything.
I don't know.
And
I don't. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just the old fan in us all that just goes, and maybe that's what happened with you in Wonder Woman 84. We go in because we're such huge fans. We go in with these expectations and we just get let down. Joshua Alexander says Aquaman 2 should be good. Jamie will remember this because we talked. I walked into Aquaman, the first one, very low expectations because I knew the character. I love the character. And first of all, Momoa as Aquaman, I was like, well, he doesn't look like the character. I'd rather have him as Lobo. I was like, ugh. I walked into the theater and again, genuine reaction when he communicated with the whale and the orbs came out of his head. I was like, I was freaking out in the theater. Okay, and again, I went to a private showing, and I mean, we're only like a handful of people in there. My wife was like, "Will you sit down?" I was like, "But the thing," I was happy. I walked out of there, absolutely, I was just blown away. So my expectations for Aquaman 2 are going to be off the hook. So it's going to be like, Jamie, what
Like I was
WW
for Wonder
84.
Woman 84.
Exactly. So
Well, and maybe it'll be the opposite. Maybe like you'll go into Aquaman like I did with Wonder Woman, and you'll feel the same, and I'll be like, actually, I really liked it because
it's possible.
my expectations are different,
It's possible. I mean, the same thing with Shazam. I went in there with mediocre expectations. I'm like, all right, are they going to do this right? Okay. I mean, are they going to do it right? And I was impressed. I was thoroughly impressed. All right, we got some more comments coming up quickly before we wrap up for tonight. Joe McDonald says Leia flies through space, and at that point, I was looking at my watch every 10 minutes, praying for the end. Me too, brother. Me too. Especially in what Rogue One, you knew what was going to happen. You knew everyone was going to die. I was like, oh, just please end this movie. I want to go home and play a video game or something. I was just, Jamie, you read Aviva's comment?
Yeah, she said it's was it because it has generational, and that's a big word. Is that why you want me to?
Pretty much, yes.
It is generational. I still love them for what they are, but I don't like them compared to any of the others. But the kids in their late 20s are still loving the prequels best. We love the first three the best, and the young kids are going to love the sequels the best. And I think she has a point.
Yes, she does. And Brian Rose actually says that was a great
movie.
Yes. And we have one other comment that got by us.
Yes.
Yes, Joshua Alexander says that he's waiting for Stranger Things 3. Yes,
me too.
We're waiting for that too.
We're all waiting for that.
So anyway, before we wrap up, Jamie, Neil and Cody did come up to me, and that just popped in my head because of Aviva. And thank you very. And Brian Rose says he was referring to Aquaman. Aviva just made me remember this, and I was supposed to talk to you about this in private, but let's just get it out now because of generational. Okay, Aviva made me remember this. Tonight, Cody and Neil, and as most of the Khan family know Neil as Cody's best friend, they sat down tonight and they watched the very first Mortal Kombat movie.
Yes.
All right. Cody wants to do a little streaming thing. How about the Angrygeeks? He wants to come underneath the tag, Angrygeeks tag, stream some of the video games that him and Neil play. And I said, yeah, I'll talk to Jamie about it. Let's do it because Jamie is our resident gamer. Okay, do that. But I was also thinking maybe we can get Jess involved if he wants to. I'm not sure. But Neil and Cody are like, they want to do this. Newer movies come out. They also have the remakes of newer movies.
Yeah.
Let them watch the classics. Let them watch like Mortal Kombat. See if it holds up against the newer ones, and let their opinions come through and see which is better. Such as Superman the movie 1978 opposed to Man of Steel. What do today's kids, today's generation feel about the movies that we grew up on?
Yeah.
What would you guys, our audience, think about this? Exclusive content found only on the Angrygeeks website or on Instagram. How about that? Let Jamie and I know. And we will soon be launching what Jamie and I were telling you guys about having you as a guest right here with us sometime on the Angrygeek show. We're working out the logistics on that. And Joe McDonald says that he is down with it. And Kevin says
it's a great idea. Well, it's kind of cool. It's like when you set the younger kids down to listen to the music that we listen to, and I kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll let you guys know if you guys like that idea. We're going to talk to the younger generation, and we'll let you guys know about that and see what you guys think. Jamie, please, and Joshua Alexander showing up to big thumbs up or clapping his hands. Jamie, tell everyone where they can find us each and every week. Why don't you please?
You can find us on our website at theangrygeekshow.com or on Facebook and Instagram at The Angry Geeks.
Hey, and I guess that's all. Stay safe, San Diego. Stay classy. We'll see you right here next week. Bye.